He will line the teams up in front of him. The Reds, the ladies, will be going up towards the Stella Artois, rather sadly empty grandstand, and the Whites, the men, going down towards the Gallo Thomas Jumbotron. And the ball is in. That's going to be how the match is going to be, is it? The women are fighting for it. Minnie comes out with it very quickly. Little backhand from Dave Bullis into the middle. Looks like Katie Reed's going to pick it up. She's got one little touch. Can she get... Oh, look at that from Katie Reed. She is fantastic. Keep going, Katie. And the horse. Oh, the horse loves her. Kicks it through the goal. Katie Reed gets the first goal. The ladies are off to a flying start on their first attack. Absolutely fantastic. Raton scoring for Katie. I'm sure she'll claim it, but we'll show her on the replay that the horse left-footed it right through the posts. So the team's changing ends, lining up. Men must be wondering what on earth's happened. And in comes the ball, and very quickly Kate Mitchum gets the first touch. The men trying to get away with it now. Bounces back at them, though. Kate Mitchum and Jed Pearsall trying to get to it. Nobody's there. Katie Reed picks it up. Bouncing now, trying to get the under the neck shot. She got it. Dave Bullis did enough to put her off, but that's all right. We've got Amanda Roberts backing her up. Can Amanda get it into the middle? Is she going to try the tail? No, she's going to slow down, get control of that pony. Now go along the back line. Sam Clements trying to marshal it, and he does, in fact, comes off his pony, goes over the back line. So it'll end up as a hit-in to the men. The women have to be back into the field, 30 yards from the back line. Sam Clements on the grey pony. I think it's called Snowflake or something. Sam sending the ball, a lovely pass towards Dave Bullis. Unfortunately, he's ridden over the top of it by Katie Reed. Lovely backhand by Katie Mitchum to Amanda Roberts. Amanda Roberts, now Minnie's got a chance. Minnie scores. Minnie Keating. Holy smoly. This is a great start. Looks like Rory Tory's riding Jack. I'm not too sure. Could be Magoo. In comes the ball. And again, the men get the first touch. But can they make the most of it? No, Minnie Keating's onto it very quickly from Dave Bullis's touch. Minnie Keating trying to turn up the field. She's got halfway round. She's underneath the New Zealand flag, which is quite difficult because it's at half-mast. Look at that from Minnie Keating, a lovely near-side shot. She could be going for best player, the most improved player of the season. There's a couple of them out there playing exceptionally well. And now Katie Reed does a little backhand. Can she turn onto it quickly? Dave Bullis is going to get there. Dave Bullis gets there in front of Amanda Roberts. Dave Bullis going across the field. He's going to try to go up under the neck along the boards. Little touch, but he's got Amanda Roberts covering him very closely. Dave Bullis now trying to take off to escape her. He's not managing it. She's sticking with him. It comes off his cane. And now we have Katie, and Katie doesn't get the shot. That's the first time I've actually seen her miss a ball. And now we have Dave Bullis trying to get forward. Katie trying to put some pressure on him. She does well, puts an end to that run. And a great backhand from Katie Mitchum. Unfortunately, it runs into Jed, Dave Bullis. Dave Bullis can't get the shot he was hoping for. Jed gets a little backhand, and very quickly Katie Mitchum had time, had the effort, gets a little shot up in the air, pops it high. There's Sam Clements trying to get the near side, couldn't manage it. Dave Bullis is going to open the backhand, trying to find Sam Clements. Clements read it well, anticipated he's the first to it, but doesn't get the shot he wanted. A lovely little backhand from Roberts, picked up very quickly by Dave Bullis. Bullis looking for the shot on goal. He goes for the under the neck. It's not going to get there, and it runs over the back line. Pressure from the men now. They certainly had a rude awakening as the women took a 2-goal lead very quickly with 4 minutes left in this first chukker. Which one of the women are going to be taking it? Minnie, maybe? Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be a 60. So it must have come off the cane of one of the defenders, one of the women's canes. So it's like the equivalent of a soccer corner when the defender puts the ball over their own back line. In polo, we call it a safety or a penalty 6. The ball is put on the 60-yard line. It is defendable. So the Reds will be between the ball and their goal mouth. And here comes Dave Bullis. He can either have a shot at goal or pass it to a teammate. He goes for the shot at goal. And Katie Mitchum meets it and gets the backhand. Can they clear it a bit further? And I think Katie's trying to get out of the way as Dave Bullis. He's got a real opportunity. And Dave Bullis Gets one on the board for the men, 2-1. It's going to be a tight game by the looks of it. They're going to be marking each other very tightly. They're not going to give each other much space. And Rory throws the ball in. And where is it? Katie's called onto it by Minnie. Can Katie get it around the corner? Soto tries to get a touch. Doesn't really get what he wanted. Amanda, oh, look at that from Amanda Roberts. That was an incredibly difficult shot, and she pulled it off brilliantly. Bullis is trying to hook a stick. Still trying to hook a stick. Roberts still going. As they back her up. Katie Mitchum trying to get there. We got Katie Reed now onto it. Goes for the under the neck. Didn't quite connect. Minnie Keating coming in the backhand, but Roger Soto's there. Minnie gets a little touch. Can someone get along the line? And Rory Tory blows the whistle. And we'll see what Rory decides. It looks like it's going to be a foul, a line infringement against the ladies. So the line infringement, if you're on the line of the ball, that's the direction in which the ball is traveling. You have the right to the ball. If somebody comes across that at any angle at all in front of you, the foul will be called against you. Oh, look at that bump from Amanda Roberts on Sam Clements. But Sam recovered from it very quickly. Unfortunately for Amanda, because that was a good play from her. Sam Clements still going forward. Sam Clements on Snowbird. Dave Bullis backs him up neatly on the near side. Still going forward. Can Jed get onto it? No, Jed can't. Minnie marking him tightly. Turning quickly. Oh, Minnie's got it. Can she make the run? Can she escape? No, well hooked by Bullis. But there is Katie Mitchum. Katie gets it. Going well. Who's backing her up? Here comes Amanda. Amanda, look at Robert. She really is having a cracking game. Unfortunately, it runs into one of their ponies. Minnie turning first. Minnie asking Yoshi to do some work for her. There goes the ball. Katie Reed trying to turn it. Unfortunately, only gets as far as Sam Clements, who sends the ball up. Coming back is Amanda. Amanda, but Dave Bullis on the near side didn't cross the line, played it well. Amanda fighting for the ball, doing well. It's under a pony. Minnie Keating coming in behind. Minnie just tapping. She's got Katie Reed behind her, which is a good thing. Unfortunately for her, I think Sam Clements got in there first. Jed trying to get a little near side shot, he did. Amanda Reed, though. Amanda having a cracking chucker. Things are only going to get better, I reckon. Here comes Minnie Keating. Minnie Keating loads the ball up the field. Can it get to Amanda? She's going to wait for it. Off the boards. Minnie coming through with Roger Soto. Soto gets a backhand. Minnie touches it forward, though. Katie Reed now picks it up for the women. She's going through the pack. Is she? Yes, she is. Can she get the under the neck towards the center? She's been marked tightly by Dave Bullis. Bullis gets a good tail backhand from the near side. Turning fast, though, Amanda Roberts sends it into the middle. Can she turn onto her own pass? No, Bullis is there. Bullis taking it away. Oh, no, he didn't get what he wanted, but luckily for him, Roger Soto was backing him up. Now Sam Clements coming through. Amanda Roberts, fantastic play by her, and she could have set up Katie Mitchum. Katie Mitchum, oh, she's pulled it. She should have just done a little shot. A couple of little taps would have done the trick. She probably didn't realize how much time she had. She had escaped the pack. Anyway, it's going to be a a hit in to the men. Bullis brings it in. Minnie moving towards him. Katie going there too. Lovely lofted shot from Bullis up over the halfway line, setting Roger Soto away. Amanda Roberts going with him. Soto sends a nice shot towards goal. Has it got the legs? Oh, it might have. It's going to run over the back line. No, Bullis doesn't quite keep it in. Sorry, that was Sam Clements. Couldn't quite keep it in. Hits the post. Runs out over the back line. Oh, it's there. And the 30-second bell goes. So that will end the chukker because the ball is dead. And what a great chukker that is for the women, coming out 2-1 on top. And the teams will go off and change their ponies. If you can imagine, each pony probably runs 1.5 miles, 2 miles. In this chukker, where they've been very tight, probably nearer the 1.5 miles.